wanna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we
All right, well, we have a little bit of a new toy at Camp David Adventures. The fine folks at Kugo sent us a brand new Kugo electric scooter.
S1
It's
Plus.
the S1 Plus, and I am about to give it a shot. I took it out of the box. Here's some unboxing video I'll show you real quick. And now that I have it out of the box and I have it charged up, I turn it on real easy, just hit the power button and it gives me my speed and the battery charge. I can also turn on a light, which is really cool, as you can see in the front. So the way it works from what I read is first you get started by just kind of going on your own like a normal scooter, and then use this throttle right here to kind of help go faster and give the power, and then here's the brake if you need to stop. So pretty cool because it folds up really small. So I'm really excited about being able to take this camping. And the kids think it's gonna be theirs, but I'm telling you right now, this is gonna be mine.
All right, here we go. Wow, it lights up too.
Lights up all over the place. There's even a front light on it. It's
Oh yeah,
super easy
here's
to
the
ride.
front light, and then
I love it. I've never ridden a scooter that's this tall for me, which is kind of nice because the kids' scooters, the handles are way down there, but this is really nice for me because it's all the way up here.
if I tried to ride it, then we could adjust that for sure. And I think you just do that from.
Yep, you just do this here, and then you pop this little pin here. You push in so that
Yeah.
it slides down to this setting.
Nice. I think Luke is liking his new toy, especially for when we go camping.
I will say, like, I'm a big guy, and it actually accelerates with me on it. It actually does a really good job if you want to just do straightaway stuff or even a little bit of an incline. Even with me, I'm sure with the kids, this thing is going to be very zippy. All right, Kenya's up next. Are you ready?
Yes.
Show us how it's done. She's got spectators here, all waiting to try.
We're all very excited.
I think it'll be more fun once I get used to it, and
Yeah.
once I'm not like so, yikes.
A little nervous?
Yeah,
But you only use the power once you're going.
right.
Otherwise it
I
won't.
found that out.
All right, Lincoln's up next. All right, bud, what do you think of it?
It's really cool. I really like this.
All right, well, thanks, Kugo, huh?
Yeah, thank you.
My favorite part about it is that you can just get on it once, and it's gonna be easy to sort of adjust to.
Yeah, you can learn pretty quick, right?
It's really easy to learn on.
It does have the electric brake on it, But as you can see, Lincoln's using the brake on the back, which is really cool because you can always stop it really quick if you need to with that manual brake. And that's what kids are used to who ride those other scooters, like the manual scooters, because they all have those little brakes on the back of them. But you can tell he's getting really comfortable on it really quick. And he can use the electric brake if he wants. One thing I noticed when you first get on it is that it actually has like shock absorbers in it. So when you are hitting bumps and stuff, you can see it flexes, just like a mountain bike would do. And I do really like how the lights all around it, because at nighttime, this thing would light up really cool. It has red lights all around the bottom, and of course, a big bright LED light in the front.
One thing I did notice, and it sounds like we're going to be using it a lot at the campgrounds that we're at, these tires, they're
rubber tires, but you don't have to inflate them. They're non-inflatable rubber tires.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about getting a flat at all.
But they give you that same sense as of a rubber tire.
Yeah, and it also the grip. If you guys see the grip, it's got really good tread on the tire. So it grips the pavement really well. The one thing I'm really interested in when we do pack for camping trips, are we going to be able to get this in with the rest of our stuff? I want to know how compact this scooter can get.
So the first thing is we're going to turn it off. So we just hold down the power button, and then you just untwist these and you pull that.
Oh, look, I didn't know the handlebar could do that.
And then we're going to put this here. Okay, and then you just pull up on this little thing and it just folds right down.
Whoa.
Oh, I
and then
love it.
It locks back into place just like this.
Yeah?
And now you have
Oh, that would fit right in the back of the truck. And see, I love this, that these fold down, that they're not sticking straight out.
It's really compact.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I love it. I think it's going to be a great little add to our adventures, especially when we go camping. So I'm excited. I really do have to say, I'm not sure the kids are going to get nearly as much use out of this as I am, because this is going to be charged up and ready to go for our camping trips, so I can get around the campground areas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if you are interested in getting one of these, definitely check out the link that we're going to put in the description below. You can see the link in there where you can purchase one of these. And like I said, if you're a kid, a teenager, you'd probably love this, but if you're an adult, you're gonna really love it. I have a feeling. So thank you so much, Kugo. We really appreciate you letting us have this and try it out. And like I said, if you're interested, pick one up, click on the link below. Also, it's super lightweight and easy to carry around. Now that it's locked into place, you can just pick it up and carry it around like this.
Oh, that is nice.
Yep.
Great, and into the RV building it goes. Well, now that we are back from our Glenwood Springs camping trip, and it was fun getting the scooter and being able to have fun on that, we are also getting ready to start a new school year here at Camp David Adventures, and tomorrow is actually the first day of our community. We do classical conversations as our homeschool program, and I am a Challenge B director for our community. I wanted to give you a quick tour of the kids' desks. We do have the schoolroom set up a little bit. I still want to do some decorating in here, but we are ready to start school tomorrow. And I just really quick wanted to show you their desks, but also go through the curriculum that each of them will be using this year. If you've ever had questions about classical conversations, please make sure and check out the link that I have put for them down below in the description. But hopefully this answers some questions about the two levels that Lincoln and Kenya are in for what they're doing. Kenya is actually in Challenge 1 this year, and that is like being a freshman in high school. So this is her first year of high school, and actually my first year of homeschooling a high schooler. I'm really looking forward to it because Classical Conversations offers a lot of help, and I love their program that they have set up for these kids once they get to high school. If you guys ever feel intimidated that there's no way we could ever homeschool through high school, please check out CC. They have some great information and great support for you to be able to do that all the way through high school. All right, so first of all, I do have their desks set up. They're actually across from each other. We ordered these desks online, and I love it because it does have the shelves, but then it also just has the desk part itself for them to write. And then I did go ahead and hang this up when they work at home the other 4 days of the week. This helps me for each of their subjects to put any papers in there that they need to read or extra handouts that I have. Lincoln has his backpack on the back of his chair. We have our little hairless guinea pigs in here. Zoe's coming to say hi. And then Kenya's desk is on this side. She has the same setup with the collapsible folders over here that we hang on the wall to help them for each subject. And their desks right now, they have all their books set out for each of the strands that they do cover. I have some desk organizers here. I've created binders for them, and it's a great way to organize. I did add some corkboard behind here so they can hang things up. So let's go ahead and start with Lincoln. Lincoln is in Challenge B this year. That is the equivalent of 8th grade. For classical conversations, Challenge B, ownership is the cornerstone of discipline. They are working on, you know, becoming even more disciplined in their studies to be able to go through things. So of course you get your Challenge B guide. But each of their strands that they have when they're in classical conversations is logic, would be math. We have grammar, which is their Latin. Debate covers history and team policy debate. Exposition is, of course, their reading and writing. And then we have reasoning. So this year he will be starting intro to logic and intermediate logic. And then they have research. And we'll go over that really quick. In Latin, they do start Henley Latin in Challenge A, which would be the 7th grade year. So Lincoln will be going into his 2nd year with Latin, and they use the Henley Latin guide. It's a great resource, but it also connects it with the English grammar and being able to diagram sentences and translate Latin as they go on. Lincoln's first book this year for exposition is The Phantom Tollbooth. They'll be reading other books, which will be The Hiding Place, which is the Corrie ten Boom story, Where the Red Fern Grows, Little Britches, and a few other novels. As they read each novel, they will actually have to write a persuasive essay and come up with their own thesis for each book that they do read. We use the Lost Tools of Writing, which helps walk them through the steps of writing a persuasive essay. And of course, the most important thing that comes with CC is the 5 common topics. We use this with every strand that they do, and it's teaching them how to ask good questions and to be able to have good discussions and research on each strand. I do have a copy of that hung up at each of the kids' desk, and then they also have a semester snapshot of everything that they will be completing this semester. The other big thing for Lincoln this year is they go into introductory for logic first semester, and then they'll be covering second semester intermediate logic. This is a great course to teach them about the basics of logic and reasoning well, and it builds on into the later challenge levels. For Lincoln's class this year, I am the Challenge B director, and I did choose for them to go through the book of James, so that will be our devotion that starts us off. And I ordered each student in my class these nice little journals, and it's just the complete book of James printed out, and it's the illuminated scripture journal is what it's called. I love these. You can get them in each of the books of the Bible, and of course they have the reading, but then they have a whole page for you to be able to journal and take notes. So we'll be covering the book of James for the year of Challenge B. For research, the research strand is science. And actually I had these notebooks printed out for each of my students in Challenge B this year. And it's just a nice place for them to be able to keep all their notes and all their projects that they'll be going through this year. For first semester, they do astronomy. So they get to cover the astronomers through history and learn about the planets and all the discoveries made. Lincoln's first topic is Hipparchus. So he's taken some notes on Hipparchus and then typed up a brief research paper for this this week. And then we come to the debate strand. And this is actually broken up into two things this semester. The first semester we do cover the American Experience storybooks. So each week they will go through and read about two of very well-known people in American history. We compare them each week, and then we also bring in a topic for them to debate, which then prepares them for second semester, which is mock trial. And then, of course, for math this year, we do Saxon math, and Lincoln will be doing the Algebra 1/2 for Challenge B. I'm really looking forward to directing Challenge B a second year and having Lincoln in my class. Last year I had Kenya, and that was a lot of fun, so I'm looking forward to that. So that is everything with the Challenge B program for CC. All right, and we will come over here to Kenya's desk. Like I said, she is in Challenge 1. This is the upper challenge levels for CC. So this would be equivalent to 9th grade or freshman year in high school. We are so excited to have a high schooler in this house. First year of high school, and these are all her books that she's going to be using this year. For Challenge 1, their motto is discipline is the cornerstone of freedom, and they're really working on, now that they are disciplined in their studies, to be able to find the freedom of learning and asking the correct questions on their own. Her strands are the same each year, so for reasoning, she's actually going through traditional logic and still working to make sure that we're reasoning and thinking well. They go into their third year of still Henley Latin, so going further into translating some of the reading points and learning even further the Latin language and grammar. The debate strand for this year is the American documents. So they will be going over and studying a lot of the American documents and annotating documents and then summarizing them. And then the other part of this strand is team policy debate. So they will actually start working on doing their first team policy debate first semester, and then they will have a second one second semester. So the books that they are using are Words Aptly Spoken, American Literature, and then also the American documents. The other thing that she gets to do is memorize quite a few speeches. She has to memorize all of the presidents of the United States as well. And then coming over to exposition, they are still working on that persuasive essay, and they are reading several books. We have Sign of the Beaver, she's already read, Johnny Tremaine, and Call of the Wild, that they do within their first week as well. And then science this year, they will be covering physical science, and they use the Apologia book for that. She's really excited about this. This is a great course. They do a lot of lab and official lab reports in class, so she's got her student lab report handbook as well. Her Challenge 1 class is covering Proverbs. So her director got each of the students an illuminated scripture journal to go through each week as well. And then for Kenya's math this year, they go into Algebra 1. That sums up the subjects that the kids will be covering this year and some of the curriculum that we use. We're really looking forward to a new year with CC and all that it has to bring. And then last but not least, like I said, I am directing this year. I'm excited that tomorrow's our first day of community. I made a sign for each of the kids so we can take pictures first thing in the morning. So I did print those out for them. One for Kenya, one for Lincoln. And then I did do a class sign for my Challenge B class. So we'll do a group photo, class photo at the beginning tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed just the quick introductory to the start of our school year and all the different topics the kids are gonna be covering. Even though we're not on a travel adventure this week, it's still really busy around here because tomorrow's the first day of school. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we will see you next time.